There are hundreds of licenses that we can suspend if we need to bring it to your attention, hey, we're serious.
So we have another wonderful program today. We're talking to Diana Del Rio. She is the program director of the Family Support Program. And Diana, thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm happy to do it.
So if somebody is somebody that just is behind or is not making payments, tell us a little bit about the enforcement of some of these family support programs that you have set up.
The best scenario is that the obligated parent has a job that we can attach the wages, and it's good for them because there's a record. We're a record keeper of what they're paying, so there's no dispute between the parties, and it's good for the person who's receiving it because they would learn when the pay periods are and when they can count on certain monies coming in. So that's the best case scenario. And if somebody doesn't have a job, of course, we will ask them to pay. Maybe they're self-employed. I shouldn't say they don't have a job. It's just that they earn, independent income. If they're on unemployment, the system automatically picks up on that, and it will issue a withholding for unemployment income.
Okay.
If we're not getting anywhere, we do our very best to reach out and make phone calls and send letters saying, hey, what's going on? Communicate with us so that we can figure out why you're not paying and work with you, which sometimes could result in a payment agreement if someone's in a particularly challenging financial situation temporarily, like they did lose their job if they're looking for another one. Then we have a variety of tools available to us. One of the most well, I want to say popular, but it depends. One of the most used is the license suspension process. And it's, of course, driver's licenses, but there are hundreds of licenses that we can suspend if we need to bring it to your attention, hey, we're serious, pay. It's not intended to be anything more than a tool to get people to realize that they need to make some modifications so that they can come up with some payment. We also, as a program, tax refunds are intercepted annually. Bank account, financial account systems are trolled within the system so they can find that and attach those kinds of things. Lottery winnings, we certainly had those come through. So going beyond that then, if we're really, I want to emphasize that we really do try to connect with people and communicate, but if sometimes we just never hear from them, or we've lost track of them and they haven't kept us informed. So ultimately, as you move down the pipeline, the case could be referred to we have a deputy district attorney assigned specifically to the Family Support Office and goes to court weekly on child support cases, and we can file a contempt of court for failure to pay child support, which could result in jail time. And it's monitored monthly, and it could ultimately, if you don't show up in court, result in a warrant for your arrest. And that's kind of the bottom line.
What are you seeing out there that's making it hard for people to make their child support?
Well, actually we're in a much better position than we were during that recessionary period. Okay. So we're seeing more payments coming through, and it's also evident by the number of collections that we have and the number of cases that pay.